Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. I am doing my walk. I've been up for a little bit of time, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Something that's on my mind. All right. Firstly, you know, it really pisses me off that people automatically judge and try to come up with the worst shit possible to say about you when you are changing for the better. I remember I used to be so worried about hair, makeup, what I look like to the next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on this journey, y'all, of self-discovery, self-acceptance. And so I said, you know what? Instead of worrying so much about the makeup that I put on my face, I am going to take care of my actual skin. You feel me? I am going to enjoy rocking my own natural curls. You feel me? I'm gonna put that love into what I already have. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my braids and I will be rocking them at some point. I'll get back to that when I feel like it. But as soon as you start to embrace yourself, and me being a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, the first thing you motherfuckers try to insinuate is, oh, she on drugs, she done fell off, this, that, and the third. Are you kidding me? I told everybody on my Instagram that, you know, it's no secret that I have been dealing with PTSD. It's no secret the abuse that I went through. It's no secret. It's no secret. Okay? I went through a lot of shit. And so I started to take Prozac because it was prescribed to me by my doctor. And because I was in such a depressed state that I just really couldn't see my way out of it. I have never taken Xanax. I've never done coke. I've never done heroin. I have never done any kind of hard drug. To be honest, that ain't really none of y'all motherfucking business, first of all. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Years ago, I tried ecstasy. I did do that. But with me, the only thing that I ever continuously did was smoke cigarettes and weed. And I don't do either of those. Never was much of a big drinker, but I would drink on occasion. Haven't had a drink in months. I have literally been just taking care of me. Period. It's like so many people are blinded by the things that don't even fucking matter. There's a few things I want to talk to y'all about today. One of them is that the other thing is the blackfishing shit, or the blackface. There is apparently this YouTube family called the Royalty or Royal Family, and they thought it would be funny to do a prank wearing blackface that was extremely unnecessary, offensive, and it was complete and utter bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why for so many reasons, okay? First of all, you guys think, and you guys' idea of a ghetto ugly woman is a dark-skinned woman. And then you went on to name her Bibi Shaquita, okay? Then you went on to wear a shirt that says sassy on it. Okay. Now, usually when people talk stupid shit, I don't let it get to me for the most part. I just say, you know what? Maybe they got issues, and apparently they have issues deeper than mine. Apparently. And I done been through some shit. Different kind of mess, though. You understand what I'm saying? Totally different kind of mess. That was real fucked up to do that. Really, extremely fucked up to do that. And it's sad, because a lot of times it be your own people. It be your own people. And then you got so many folks that encourage it. Oh, it's just a joke. It's okay. That shit ain't ever okay. That was wrong. It was cruel. And every bit of unnecessary. The next thing that I wanted to get into, stop putting down other black businesses. Stop putting down other small black businesses just because you feel like you're bigger and better than them. Stop doing that. Because I'll tell you something. When you put down another person's business and you feel like God is going to bless you, he's not. You don't even have all of the facts. You don't know exactly what's going on with that person, with their, any of it. I sell a sweet and sassy sauce. About 85% of it is fresh fruits and fresh ingredients. I do have like soy sauce and things of that nature. I use very high quality ingredients in my sauces, okay? Let's get that clarified first of all. I use fresh herbs, I use fresh spices, I use fresh fruits, okay? And onions and garlic and all that stuff. All those things are actually fresh that I use, okay? You cannot sit up and keep poking at someone and think that nothing's gonna happen. Something will happen. It's called provocation. It's called bullying. And it's too many grown-ass people that are doing it in today's society. And then y'all say, oh, well, you know, this ain't for the weak and this, that, and the third. You are the weak motherfuckers. Did you know that? Weak-ass people destroy other people because they feel weak. They see opposition, or they see, well, not even opposition, because that's not what I am. You deem me as that. You deem me as competition. You deem me as intimidating. So you try to destroy me when I don't even be halfway thinking about your ass. The things that I do are not in correlation to hurt anybody. Do you understand? I have way too much that I'm trying to build and do for me and my kids. Okay? And I'm doing it by myself. By myself. Plus, I am very much so involved in what my kids do on a daily basis. Okay? Next thing. Provocation and provoking someone is a form of abuse. Okay? Steadily sitting there and poking at somebody and fucking with them and messing with them and saying shit about them and doing shit like that, that is provocation. Because you're trying to force me into a position to where I'm going to lash out at you. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to work. I've grown and matured to a level of clarity. Can't none of y'all fuck with me. Not like people used to be able to. Because that shit gets you in trouble. And I refuse to go to jail for any of you motherfuckers. I refuse. And the people that really give a fuck about me, the people that really care about me, because there are people that do, they're just not in very close proximity to me. You understand what I'm saying? There are people that give a fuck about me for real. There are people that want to see me grow for real. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're sitting there steadily messing with somebody, steadily talking shit about them because you feel inadequate, because you feel some type of way, and then I turn around and smack the dog shit out of you, then you gonna turn around and be like, see, I told y'all she crazy. She crazy and her emotions are unmanageable. Really? I'm gonna tell you what wound up happening to me. You can Google it. If if you Google my name, you will see that I was in the busted paper here in Minnesota. And I was arrested for domestic assault and violence. The actual story behind that is I was in a very toxic relationship. It was a same-sex relationship. I ain't never hid my bisexuality from nobody. I've always been open about that, okay? What wound up happening is the person I was with ran the fuck off for about 3-4 days, would not answer any calls, answer any texts. Now, mind you, that wouldn't have been a problem had she not left her kids with me. She left her children with me. Both of them were very sick. I had to take them to the hospital, get a nebulizer in my name, because I'm not gonna sit up there and let kids just be sick around me. Are you kidding me? And at the time, I had my son Josiah. You know what I'm saying? And he was a little baby at the time, okay? I take her kids to the emergency room, didn't have any information for them. I'm steadily texting and calling her. She ain't answering nothing. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, are you like smoking crack or something? What the fuck is going on? Why are you not answering about your kids? And I said, you know what? It'll be okay. My two friends at the time came over to the house and helped me out because I was very stressed out. Very extremely stressed out. So they helped me get things in order. They helped me calm the kids down and get everybody feeling a lot better. And so she came home. My ex came home while my friends were there. And if you ask them, they can vouch for this, okay? She walks in the house and she's, who is this bitch on my computer? This, that, and the third. Snapping on me as if I'm the one that's in the wrong. As if she hadn't just been gone for 3-4 days. Me being the type of person I am, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I like to avoid confrontation. I don't mind actual verbal confrontation, but I like to avoid all the dumb shit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can speak how I feel. I can listen to somebody else speak how they feel. But all that old extra rah-rah, miss me with the bullshit, okay? Because I was already stressed out. I had just gotten to a cool place. My friends came over. We sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, we had a little weed. You know what I'm saying? Calm me down, you know? If we're gonna be honest. So, you know what? I might as well just walk and talk with y'all because, yeah, and I'll do my warm-up after I'm done talking because I feel like I'm just standing still, and that is not what my part time is about. All right, hold on. Okay, so anyways, so I'm not gonna lie, like I said, we were sitting there and my one friend's on the computer, my other homegirl, she's sitting on the couch. She just like, Quiana, look, we about to roll out because she disrespectful as hell. Ain't no way she should be coming in here. You know, they basically telling me like, you should cuss her the fuck out and walk out with us and so we could go kick it and leave your kids on her and do her like she just did you. And I'm like, you know what? That ain't even my judge. And to be honest, I was happy she was safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of things that was going through my mind while she was rant off, which I found out later, she was at some guy's house cheating on me, which I don't give a fuck. At that time, I was, you know, basically ready for the relationship to be over anyways. You know what I mean? So, okay, I gotta kind of watch my language. There's kids. Okay, so, gotta fix my towel. Okay, so, the other thing that was, you know, frustrating me is how defensive she was in that moment. She was treating me as if I had did something to her, or as if I was doing her wrong, like she was out doing me wrong, okay? So she gets to cussing me out, getting in my face, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what? Get out my house. Get the fuck out. Leave. Bye. Go. You know what I'm saying? And then I walked in the bathroom and sat on the toilet. I had to use the bathroom, so I went in the bathroom, sat on the toilet. I'm pissing. She all in my face like this. And in my mind, I'm like, why am I going through this? Why am I going through this? Still remaining to keep a level of calmness. At this point, I'm tearing up because I'm upset. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I walk out the bathroom. She walks up on me, because at the time I was wearing a wig. She walks up on me, snatches the wig off my head, muffs me in my face. And I was like, okay, bitch. Now at that point, I'm not gonna lie, I had a reaction. You gonna do all that in front of my son and in front of these kids? And before I knew it, I gave her a 2-piece. Bop bop. I ain't gonna lie. In that moment, I punched the shit out of her. Cause a little backstory, that was not the first time she had put her hands on me. That was not the first time that, you know what I'm saying, we had gotten into that kind of altercation. I was tired of her. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person, especially in a relationship, I don't like physical violence. I hate physical violence in a relationship. I feel like it's unnecessary. I feel like it's one of those things that if I feel that way towards you, I don't want to be with you no more. I've always been the type of person that I feel like love shouldn't have to hurt. I'm sorry. I know that there are things that you're going to go through in love. There are challenges you're going to face that you have to be able to face together. But it should never be me against you. It should be us against the world. Or not even against the world, but it should be us against that circumstance, or us against whatever is trying to hurt us, you know? Working together. Even in the times where it may seem like we don't even like each other much. It shouldn't come down to, oh, you trying to destroy me, or vice versa. I don't live my life like that. So, yeah, I was highly upset. She was enjoying that, called the police. She was like, oh yeah, bitch, now I'm gonna call the police. Mind you, fact, she had warrants. Well, no, she had a felony. She had issues with the police. At that time, I mean, and even now, I've never had a felony, never had a UD, which is an unlawful detainer. I've never been actually evicted from a place. Like, there's certain shit I just don't do. You understand me what I'm saying? Like, so I was just really frustrated by what all was going on. When the police arrived, the police officer told me, he was like, you know, the only reason I'm arresting you is because you told the truth, right? He said, I can tell that she's enjoying this, and I would have never locked you up if you would have just denied that you actually hit her at all. You could have just said, I don't know what she's talking about, I did not hit her, but I'm a truthful person. I told the truth, I got arrested. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't even throw her under the bus and tell them that she hit me first. The police officer was like, well, look, as soon as we get you down there, you'll be able to talk to somebody. I was devastated because here I am in a state with no family and obviously no friends, except for, at the time, the two that I had. You know, I didn't really know much about Minnesota then. I didn't know where to go when I got released from jail, because they released me on my own recognizance because I didn't really do anything to her. I defended myself. Just like the, and I know people are like, well, why did you stay? Because a lot of the times people get guilted. I feel like I was guilted to stay in a relationship with her. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I loved her, but at the same time, I knew that the relationship was detrimental to me, spiritually, mentally. And the only reason I'm going over this and saying something about this now is because I know what people try to say about me. Do you think I'm dumb? I know how easy it is to Google somebody. I know you'll see that, but just know I never got convicted. I got released as soon as I spoke to a detective. They understood exactly what I was saying, and they knew that I was who I said I was. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, I go home. She files a restraining order against me using my address. Now, mind you, this whole time, like, because it was overnight, basically. Well, yeah, it was overnight that I stayed in jail. in the suicide ward with a goddamn bubble wrap outfit on, crying my eyes out because I felt like I had been tricked into fucking up my future. That's why I say provocation is a form of abuse. To sit up and provoke someone to fight you, to keep getting in their face, hitting on them, poking on them, you don't know what kind of reaction a person will have. That's why when people say it's wrong, it's so wrong to hit women, it is, it definitely is, but it's also not right for women to hit men either. Keep your hands to yourself. That is not love to sit up and be like, yeah, we fought and we go through. That's not love. That's not love. Anyone who loves you does not want to see you at your lowest. Anyone who loves you will not play mental mind games with you. Anyone who loves you does not want you to destroy your life and livelihood. Do you understand? Because not everybody out here is playing with you. It's not my fault that she can't fight. We are two women. You understand what I'm saying? If you put your fucking hands on me, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm tired of sitting up taking people's abuse and taking shit off of folks because they feel like, oh, well, you're supposed to be the bigger person. Yeah, I know. Am I tired of being the bigger person? Yeah. Because people feel like, oh, yeah, it's cool. We'll just keep poking at her, keep messing with her. Leave me the fuck alone. If you can't add value to my life, because that's what I'm on. I want to add value to people's lives. I want to add value. Everywhere I go, my goal is to add value and to leave it better than I found it. My goal is to leave places and people better than I found them. And I have been doing that consistently. Can I say that has been reciprocated? Absolutely not. Oh, cute doggies. You have a beautiful family. You're welcome. So, you know, that's my goal in life, is to leave people better, leave situations, leave locations better than I found them. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I have a good heart, and I don't deserve a lot of the shit that gets thrown at me. And that's real. That's real. And just remembering that brought so much pain back to the forefront of my mind. Not just pain, but it also gave me a lot of good understanding, because later on, as I say, things go back around and they come back around. And it was crazy. I was one of those type. I'm the type of person, I still am like that. I don't give up on people. Even when I know that they are detrimental to my life sometimes, I don't give up on them. Even when I know that I should walk away and stay away. When they try to come back into my life, like we wound up getting back together after that. But like I said, she put a restraining order and used my address to where when I came home, I had to leave my own residence with my baby, with my little baby, and it was cold outside, and I ain't had nowhere to go. And luckily, my homegirl, she went on ahead and let us stay there. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. She let us stay because she didn't have anywhere to go at the time. My friend, she didn't have anywhere to go at the time. She was staying with friends, and that's how I wound up getting affiliated with that church that I was going to. And that was one of the stepping stones that I needed to really get away from old girl for good. Because, like I said, there was another incident after that that was really like life-changing for me. I had let her come back to my house. This was like months and months of time. See, that's the thing. space and time away, when they say distance make the heart grow fonder, that does happen. And with me, sometimes I feel like, well, maybe they've grown like I've grown. Maybe they've changed like I've changed. And then I get sucked right back into the honeymoon shit. I get sucked right back into the honeymoon phase, and then find out that the motherfucker is still the same person, still same hurtful person, this, that, and the third. You feel me? So we get into it. I forgot what we got into the argument about. But this time I had my friend on the phone with me the whole time. She didn't even know. And I told her, I said, get out my house. You gotta go. And she was like, bitch, I'm gonna call the police on you again. Nah. And my friend said, oh, no, the fuck you ain't. She said, no, you're not. You're not finna do her like that again. She said, because if you call, hey, how you doing? She said, because if you call the police on her, I'm gonna call the police on you. And she said, because you over there at my friend's house causing all type of hell. She said, I told her not to even get back with your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's exactly what happened. She called the police on me, and my friend called the police on her, and the police made her get the fuck out of my house. Her and her kids, and she told everybody, Quiana put me out of her house. All that sob story ass bullshit. And it's like, bitch, did you tell them how much real detriment you brought to my life? Did you tell them how much you tried to destroy me over and over again? And I kept on giving. So now, I think she finally got the message, because she stopped trying to contact me. But, oh yeah, it went on for a long time. She'll send me messages, try to hack into my Gmail. And the thing about that is that Google will send you an email with the person's IP address to their computer. So she was trying to hack into my Gmail, stuff like that. It was a very long and painful process dealing with that girl. One thing I will say that was actually good out of that whole situation was it led me to Minnesota. It brought me here. She suggested that I come up here because I was always gonna leave St. Louis, I'm not gonna lie. I have a deep love for my people there that I'm actually cool with, like my friends from school, friends that I've had since we were little kids. Stuff like that. I got a deep love for y'all. Fuck with y'all. For people who are just now getting to know me and what I do and stuff like that, I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support always. But you gotta know, a lot of the times what happens is when people feel intimidated by you, they want to destroy you. That's why I had to get little and I had to get by myself, because when I'm by myself, I get better. I get stronger, my mind gets clearer, I'm able to do what it is that I need to do, and I'm able to deal with my shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to get myself, counseling, therapy, and I'm able to focus on my own situations other than focusing on whatever the fuck everybody else has going on, because at the end of the day, when it's time for me to deal with my shit, I'm gonna have to deal with it alone anyways. Because every time it's and this is not just something that I'm saying, this is not a figment of my imagination, this is not you act like nobody show you love type shit. No, this is reality. It's reality. It's reality. And in this world, a lot of people, reality doesn't hold a lot of bearing anymore. The truth, most people get mad at you for it. But I just wanted to say that I'm going to also include a picture of the mugshot, what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm doing that is because I had to face who I was. And you could look at that picture and see the pain that was in my face. Because here it is, I'm thinking, yes, I've moved to another place. Things are better, and I was looking forward to my future moving forward. But all's well that ends well. I have no dealings with that girl anymore. And like I said, I've just been literally working towards, just rebuilding my life, building my business, building my brand, moving forward, moving on, going upward and onward, and, not backwards and down, You have to be able to acknowledge the things in your past that have hurt you or ways that you could have possibly hurt someone else and move forward. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my mother, watching her deal and battle with drug addiction and all that stuff, it helped me to see exactly what I wasn't going to do with my life. And I live by that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I live my life by that. For real. I refuse to turn into the demons that made me a savage, that made me have to dip into that savagery in my mind, because that was the last thing I wanted. If it was up to me, the world people would get along. If it was up to me, everybody would have equal opportunity to do what it is that they set forth having their heart to do. People would be forthcoming and lead with integrity. And if they know somebody really ain't did them nothing, to just leave them alone. Flat out. Like I said, people will try to say a bunch of shit about you. That's why I said, but I did want to say something about this. And I'm not saying so as in a way of, well, so what, and I did it, and no. It's so, get the fuck on. Say what you gonna say. Do what you gonna do. Because, like I said, the devil has been trying to stop me since I was born on this planet. Do you hear me? Coming from the circumstances that I came from, I should not be here right now. And I know it. And there's a lot of people that came from where I came from, that came from what happened, it may not have happened exactly the way, but they had some kind of trauma that was similar to mine, and they are not here. It's people that have killed themselves and offed themselves for way less than I've experienced. The injustice, the lies, family turning their back on me, being instrumental in trying to destroy me. It's been a lot, but I'm still here. Make fun all you want, laugh all you want, I'm still in this bitch. And none of your negative connotations, none of your lies, none of your bullshit gonna take me out. Because I know me, I know what I've done wrong, and I've forgiven myself, and I know what I haven't done. And I'm not gonna put that shit inside of me. I'm not gonna sit up and own somebody else's negative, fucked up view of who I am. I don't deserve that. My children don't deserve that. My lineage doesn't deserve that. My soul don't deserve that. That's why I always say, before you try to typecast someone, before you try to put your idea of who they are on them and force them to live with that kind of treatment, talk to me first. Get to know me first. But most people can only believe as far as their own perspective. They always look at somebody else in the terms of what they have done or what they would do. Especially if it's somebody you don't know. So that's all I have to say about that. And I don't apologize for my tears. They're valid. It's a part of how I feel. Get it in. I know that's right. He running, y'all. I would be too, but I'm talking to y'all, which I will be doing in a second. This hill. The incline. But anyways, yeah. I don't apologize for my emotions. I don't apologize for what's real with me. You understand? But yeah, I wasn't gonna post this, and then I thought about it like, you know what, nah, it's time to start speaking on certain things, because it's a lot of bullshit floating around out there. It's a lot of dumb shit going on, and we as human beings have to be able to hold each other accountable, have to be able to hold ourselves accountable, and have to be able to grow and move forward. Every day y'all see me ain't gonna be, hey, every day ain't gonna be like that. And it's okay. And I'm okay with not being okay sometimes. That's what's wrong, I feel like, with a lot of what's going on with the world. A lot of people, they just want to say, oh, why are you tripping? Do you know there are people in the Bahamas who just lost everything? The fires in the Amazon, all of it just for monetary gain. People don't care about people much anymore, but I do. I still care. Thing is I also have to care enough about myself to know when it's okay to self-care, because that's extremely important. You cannot live your life in the shadows of other people. You can't. No matter how much they want you to. Light shines on us all. But they say my Umi said to shine my light. Period. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And to appreciate my light, you gotta understand my darkness. Or not. But either way, you're gonna have to get out of my way and allow me to do my thing. Because I'm not trying to stop you from doing yours. You understand? Since I came to this planet, there have been forces that have tried to take me out. And I'm real enough to admit that before I used to be one of them too. A little later, I'm gonna read some poetry to y'all. Yeah. All right, much love from your girl. I feel good about speaking that out loud, because I'm able to lay it to rest. I'm able to just bury that shit, lay it on the rest, sing a hymn, and move on. You feel me? All right, y'all, have a blessed day. Have a blessed Sunday. Be real. Open your eyes. Notice what's going on around you. Life gets better, but for life to get better, you first gotta do better. You gotta do better to get better. Understand? Whew. I gotta turn up my pace. Much love.